Alright guys, today's video gonna be talking about the fakie backside 360 or the full cab or the fakie cab or the caballero, whatever you want to call it, the fakie backside 360. I'm gonna do this in a similar format to how Skate Hacks makes his videos, but I just want to say first that I don't have the best full cabs in the world. Some people might even say I do less than a 360 rotation, but I can teach you how to do the trick, and if you can rotate more than 360, then you'll be able to do that using what I'm going to teach you today. So you want to have your half cabs and your backside 180s on lock. That's all you really need for this trick. So this is my foot positioning for the full cab. You can play around with where your front foot goes, but I like to keep it basically on top of the bolts because I feel like it gives me more control when I'm spinning around, and I feel like that's a necessity when you're doing spin tricks like 360s and whatnot. Also, you should hang your back foot off kind of like a tray flip so your board can kind of wrap around your foot when you're spinning. Okay, so now that you have the foot positioning, the whole point of the trick really is to just do an exaggerated half cab. That's kind of the way I like to think about it. Like you really do just do it the same way as a half cab, but you just like wind up extremely hard and just really do a 360 spin. As silly as this sounds, going outside without your board and just like doing a 360 and trying to land in the same place you jumped from, that is kind of an exercise, I guess, that will help you with getting 360s, because a lot of people will do 360s and just have no control at all once they land it, and just kind of understandable because your body is doing the whole spin or whatever. So yeah, you're supposed to start it out as a half cab basically, but I mean it's sort of like a two-part trick. I would say it's like a half cab and a backside 180 put together. So you want to start, like I said, as an exaggerated half cab, and then kind of get that late backside 180 afterwards. If you ever done like a backside 180 out of like a 50-50 or something, it's kind of like the same feeling. Like it's because you're not really doing a backside 180. You're kind of doing like a revert sort of, and that's kind of what it is. And you could either do the revert in the air or do the revert on the ground, but that doesn't really matter. So that's like the basics of how you should do the trick. I'll give you guys a couple like pointers or tips that might help you, but also might not help you. That's why I saved them for the end. So you really should focus on like spinning your head before any part of your body. That will really help a lot. You should also remember to be looking at your board. A lot of people, for some reason, they do tricks and they're just not looking at their board, and then they get surprised when they don't land the trick. I never understood that. If you want to land on something, you low-key have to look at it to land on it. But yeah. All right, so in closing, just think of this trick like an exaggerated half cab. Get that late backside 180 and make sure you wind up, turn your head, just whip your shoulders around and get it. All right, y'all, that's all I got for today. If y'all got any other tricks y'all want to see tutorials for, tips, anything, just leave it in the comments and I'll get to it when I can. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.